was scared there for a second. Guys, what is going on here?
Well, you actually just walked in on the middle of one of our gas grill tests.
Whoa. All right, Paul, so explain to me exactly why these flare-ups are so important for testing.
We're doing the flare-up test here, and one of the things we really want to make sure is that this doesn't happen in somebody's backyard.
Flare-ups are when fat, sauces, or oily marinades drip down into the grill and cause a fire. Not all grills are the same, and some are better designed than others to keep the user safe. So Paul, helped by tester Scott Cullum, used fat in a container with holes in the bottom to see how dangerous the flare-up could be on a grill.
Here, we've got a lot of equipment to keep us safe. We've got professional hoods, sprinklers, fire extinguishers.
Once in a while, I might get a mild flare-up here, but what happens if it gets out of control? Maybe throw water on it?
You definitely don't want to throw water on it. Keep a combination fire extinguisher on hand near your grill whenever you're cooking.
Comparing the ways different grills handle large flare-ups helps consumers find one that's safe.
This is getting really hot in here.
I think it's probably time to close the lid.
Yeah.
The next test looks at first glance like a tangled mess.
So these are called thermocouples. These are wire thermometers, and we actually hook them up to the grate of the grill to see how evenly each grill heats. So we record thousands of temperatures on every grill we test, and it actually feeds into this computer here and gives us what we call a temperature map. You know, we often see this hot in the center and then cooler as it gets out to the edges, but really a perfect result is one that's uniform across the surface.
Why is that so important?
If you put a bunch of burgers on a grill at the same time, if it heats evenly, they'll all finish cooking at the same time.
Every grill enthusiast knows that having your patties cooked consistently is the best way to not only save time, but to serve up a properly cooked meal. The final test has nothing to do with heat.
Scott, Paul, what is this machine and what does it do?
So this is our structural integrity test, and what it really does is measure how sturdy every grill is. This machine was actually something we had to build ourselves here in-house, and if you see what's happening now, this arm is moving down along, and it's actually causing the lid of the grill to flex.
Okay, and what's the main lesson to learn from a machine like this?
You know, so part of our mission is really not just to make sure that people buy products that perform well for a single season, but also products that are safe and that are built to last. You could buy it, it might cook well for a single season, but if you're moving it in and out on your deck or patio, if it flexes like this, it's eventually gonna break and you're gonna throw it out and have to buy another one next year.
I see that you have lasers here. What are the lasers for?
So if you look closely, we've got one trained on the lid and we've got another trained down here on the frame of the grill. They're actually sending a signal against the grill and measuring how much deflection there is, and that goes into the score. So this test right now is actually finished, and this is a pretty poor result, as you can see. This is a lot of deflection to experience with a lid.
This machine applies up to 50 pounds of force on this lid. Look how far it's bending out of shape.
Some of the better built models that we find actually won't deflect at all. So this test feeds into what we call our sturdiness score. It's one of the many performance tests that we do on every gas grill in our ratings. And you know, people can look for a model that gets a really good overall score to make a well-informed decision.
When choosing a grill, the first question is, gas or charcoal? Charcoal lets you focus the heat by stacking the coals, but it takes time to light and get the fire going. Gas is convenient, you just turn a knob. Then, what size? The smallest grill holds about a dozen burgers, while the largest can hold 30 or more. Testers have discovered grill performance isn't always tied to price, so do your research and check grill ratings. Don't be afraid to look over a grill's construction. Check the cart, handle, and lid. You can gently flex the lid back and forth. Look for 4 locking wheels. They make it easy to move the grill and then lock it into position. Consider a side burner where you can keep your food warm and a place to put your cooking utensils. That way, you can become the master of your backyard.